What's up, everybody? It's Jingjing here. Welcome to Talk It Out with me. In this episode, we're gonna discuss Taiwan. The U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was planning to visit Taiwan in her ongoing Asia trip. Earlier today, her team announced that she will visit Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, and Japan, and didn't mention Taiwan at all. But that trip already caused quite a stir globally because everybody was guessing whether she would really visit Taiwan. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why it is very dangerous and it will cause unrepairable damage to the China-US relations if she really did visit Taiwan. And now, of course, if you're interested, please continue watching this video. And if you like it, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I would love to invite you to like this video and leave a comment because that will help this video being promoted by the algorithm of YouTube and let more people hear this message. So before she sets off on her journey, she received warnings from different sides. And first, of course, it was from China. Both the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of National Defense from China have given very clear warnings to Pelosi. And this is what the Ministry of National Defense of China said. If Pelosi visits China, it will violate the One China principle and the 3 Sino-US joint communiques. And China's military will not sit back, and it will take strong measures to defeat foreign interference and Taiwan independence separatist acts. And Pelosi also received warnings from the voices within the United States. And these are the articles, the opinion pieces published on the New York Times and Bloomberg, the mainstream media in the United States. The article on Bloomberg says, tensions over the islands haven't been this high since 1996, and a visit by the House Speaker could push China to the brink. And the article on the New York Times says, Nancy Pelosi's trip to Taiwan is too dangerous. And even the Biden administration doesn't support Pelosi's visit to Taiwan. Before she sets off her journey, the US President Joe Biden had a phone call with Chinese President Xi Jinping and reaffirmed United States' commitment to the One China policy. Why it's so important and such a sensitive issue? Because recognizing one China and Taiwan as part of China is one of the foundations that the United States and China even have a diplomatic relations. Actually, it's one of the foundations that many countries in the world have a diplomatic relations with China. If you don't believe it, just take a listen to what the former US President Jimmy Carter said when the United States resumed diplomatic relations with China in the year 1978.
A joint communique on the establishment of diplomatic relations between the United States of America and the People's Republic of China, January 1st, 1979. The United States of America and the People's Republic of China have agreed to recognize each other and to establish diplomatic relations as of January the 1st, 1979. The United States recognizes the government of the People's Republic of China as a sole legal government of China. Within this context, the people of the United States will maintain cultural, commercial, and other unofficial relations with the people of Taiwan. The government of the United States of America acknowledges the Chinese position that there is but one China and Taiwan is part of China.
Yes. So no matter how some US media and US politicians try to tell you something different, or no matter how much they try to convince you that Taiwan is a country, it is not. The US government doesn't dare to openly support Taiwan independence because it would jeopardize the trade deals, businesses, cooperations between China and the US. It will jeopardize the diplomatic relations between the two countries. And it may cause a real hot war. But is Taiwan a country, you may ask? Of course not. As of 2022, there are only 13 countries that recognize Taiwan. That includes Vatican City, Honduras, Haiti, but there are 195 countries in the world. Among the almost 200 countries in the world, only 13 recognize Taiwan. All the rest only recognize one China. They don't recognize Taiwan. and they recognize the legitimate government of China is in Beijing. So for a high-profile politician like Nancy Pelosi, the third most important politician in the US government, visiting another country's territory is like going to your neighbor's dinner party. You need to be invited. Otherwise, you are trespassing.
Get out of my house!
And not to mention, she would go there to encourage the separatist movements. No countries in the world would accept that. Just imagine, what if the officials from China, or Russia, or Venezuela, or Syria, or Iran fly to California, Texas, Puerto Rico, or Hawaii and meet their local leaders and encourage their separatist movements? How would the US react? If that's unacceptable to the United States, why would that be okay to the Chinese government? Of course, there are disputes between Chinese mainland and Taiwan region due to complicated historical reasons, but we can sort it out by ourselves gradually and peacefully. We do not accept any foreign interference.